Mighty and everlasting Father, King of glory, we bow down before you this moment with our hearts full of gratitude for the far that you have brought us, Lord. As Ushuru members, as Ushuru SACCO, we say that you are our Ebenezer because this far you've brought us. We thank you, Lord, even for the good standing of our members. You've given us even the heart for each and every one of us to participate and make our SACCO great as we gather here. Pray, Father, that you may open our ears of understanding, that, Lord, we may not just sit to fulfill the day. We pray, Father, that you may quicken them, that, Lord, we may be in one spirit. We thank you, Father, for this opportunity. Even as we lay the program before you, Lord, may you take over.
If you can hear us, just probably send a thumbs up. It will appear on our screens. To be able to learn together, and if we have any questions, especially for members who are following virtually, we would like you to type in your questions. We have a panel of secretariat who are picking those questions, and we should be able to respond to each and every question. So without further ado, I will. Thank you very much. You've entered CEO at the right moment. Let's introduce Secretariat. Please, CEO, come with your team, and you will say hi to us.
Yes, I'm Jambo. Good to see you in blue. And after a long time, huh? And what a pleasant surprise, MC. I was not expecting to walk in and just be on the mic. Now, allow me to do this quickly. I don't know which is the best way to do it. I stand here. Okay. Hi. Mtaniambia mkiwa tayari, ndio? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. 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 Thank you. Okay. All right. So, cameraman, I don't know what we should do. You are on it? Asante. So, just give me a minute, please. Okay. Let me go. And let me start from this side. So, on my left, and on my right and on your left. I don't know which side it is on the screen. Okay. So I start with Kevin. Kevin is Deputy Manager, Internal Audit, in charge of Systems Audit. Thank you very much, Kevin. All right. And then next to Kevin, I have Esther Muya. Esther is 1 week old with us. Is it a week? Barely a week? 1 week old. And he comes in business development. I think most of us knew Michael. So he's the one who comes to replace Michael. Thank you, Esther. Then Amina tunamjua. Amina Yunus, our executive and legal assistant. Thank you very much. Yeah. Then we have Pamela Kamuya. Kamuya assists us in customer care and procurement. I don't know, Pamela, why they don't just call you Muya. I don't know why they call you Kamuya. What does it mean? The small one, huh? Okay, thank you, Pamela. Then after Pamela, you may sit. Yes. After Pamela, I have Cynthia. Cynthia, I think we all are conversant with her. He's the manager in charge of operations and human resource. Thank you. And then I have Pamela again. So I normally have two Pamelas, two P's. Yeah, Pamela Wanja, head of credit enforcer. And then I have Edward Obilo, head of finance. Thank you, Edward. And then on my extreme left and to your right, have Doreen. Now Doreen is how many days old? How many? Around 3 days old in office. She is coming in also in business development to work together with Esther in that department. Thank you. Then I have Paul here. Paul, you can wave. Paul is in charge of logistics. Asante sana. Then I have Faith. Faith is also in business development. Faith, you can wave. Asante, Faith. Then I have the only person we are competing with in height in the SACCO. Sometimes I beat him, sometimes so today I don't know how we are. Yeah, that is Wycliffe Mutuli, head of ICT. Asante Wycliffe, thank you so much. Then I have my small girl here, Daisy. Yeah, Daisy is in charge of records. Asante sana, Daisy. And they normally say in every team you must have a last line, isn't it? The last line is which one? The last line of defense, isn't it? So Elizabeth here, head of internal audit. Asante sana. And yours truly, William Pudha, the CEO. Asante.
Thank you, CEO. I think now we can be able to start. Our special guest who is going to open for us our education session is our sub-county cooperative officer, Mr. Njoroge. And I know as members we've been having a lot of questions. Is government taking our deposits? Is government interested in SACCO lending them money? There are so many, basically we are in what you call information age. And in this information age, the critical thing is to know how to separate information from noise. And I'm happy our chief guest today will be able to clarify some of the things our members have raised in our forums. They've reached us as directors, and we would be happy to hear the government position. It will not be said through TikTok. The government will speak to us today, and we should be able to separate wheat from chaffs, right? So let's offer Bwana Njoroge a round of applause as he comes. Thank you.
Thank you, Bona MC, Bona Chairman, board members, members of the great Ushuru SACCO, and other invited guests. Hamjaboni. Good afternoon. It's a good day, it's a great day that today we are having this members education. My name is Njoroge Mwangi, Sub-County Cooperatives Officer, Dagoretti. Cooperatives is a devolved function, and we operate under the county government of Nairobi. And so we are using the different registrations. And the current one that we are using is the Cooperative Societies Act that is in the process of being amended to ensure that it considers the two levels of government, because cooperatives is a devolved function and it have to be in the Cooperative Societies Act to recognize the county governments, the functions of the different levels, that is the national and the county level. But cooperatives being devolved, we are there at the grassroots, ensuring the growth and development of cooperatives. And that is why in almost all your meetings, we are there so that we can be able to give guidance in terms of the provisions of the different legislations, and also the Cooperative Societies Act, and also the SACCO Societies Act. However, as we have heard that they're in the process of being amended to ensure that we get to the correct position. Both the Cooperative Societies Act and the SACCO Societies Act, they're in the process of being amended. All this is to ensure the safety of members' funds. The government is interested in members' funds in terms of growth of cooperatives. And that is why we are employed by the government, so that we can be able to work together with the cooperatives, so that in areas that you may require, we give clarifications of those different acts, we are there to give. So the government is not there to take members' funds, as the social media have been filled with so many information relating to your funds. The only interest is the growth of cooperatives, not that the government to take members' funds. Because the information that we are getting, I remember it was on Monday, the entire day, there were so many information in the social media relating to that the government wants to use the members' funds in terms of, is it kujenga mabarabara? Ama ilikuwa kujenga nini? Infrastructure. But they were talking of $1 trillion. That was the figure that was being given. So if I can be able to consider Ushuru SACCO, all the funds of Ushuru SACCO, I believe over 80% of all the funds is held by members in the form of loans. How can we be able to get that trillion? And yet you are the owners of those finances. However, there was a clarification that was done in the evening. And I believe the CEO wanted to play the clip so that members can be able to listen to that statement that was made by the NTV in terms of apologizing, in terms of the issues that arose during the Ushirika Day celebrations, the information that the Deputy President gave, and what was reported. So maybe you can be able to play the clip. So thank you. That was an apology that was issued in relation to all those information that was circulating in the social media. And this is to confirm that any information, all the information that you get in the social media may not be the correct position. Because there are so many information relating to the same, all that is to erase or to reduce the confidence that members have in the cooperative movement. Not forgetting that the same day on Monday evening, the PS gave a press statement indicating that members' funds, they are owned by cooperatives, cooperatives are owned by members, and the funds that are there are owned by the members, and it is the members who make decisions on how they want that money to be used. When it comes to investment, it is the same members of cooperatives, through their elected leaders, who can be able to make decisions on where to invest. And that is why the amendments are there to ensure that members' funds are well safeguarded, where to invest. So in terms of what they are considering the super SACCO, that's a term that is being used, but if you can go through the bill, it talks of essential liquidity and shared services, a secondary cooperative society to undertake central liquidity and shared services, and it considers that 30 or more cooperatives may form a secondary cooperative society. It is not a must. It's not a must for you to be a member, because it's talking of 30 or more. It's not that it's a must. And that is where now they may hold minimum liquidity reserves. So it's only the reserves that can be considered, not all the parts of the society. So it therefore implies it is the willing cooperatives to come together in order to form that secondary cooperative society. And also the consideration that the leaders will be appointed by the government. For clarity, the same SACCO Societies Act have the consideration of the deposit guarantee fund. The same guarantee fund that we find in the insurance industry, is it insurance that, or is it in the banking sector, that you can only get back in case of a liquidation of a cooperative society, you can only get a maximum of 100,000. There is a fund that is considered to be that fund, the guarantee fund. The management of that fund is through a trustee, and the board of trustees are the ones to be appointed by the government. So it is not members' funds directly. It's a fund that is controlled by the government, because cooperatives will be contributed towards that deposit guarantee fund, a percentage. So that fund will be managed by that board of trustees. So the persons to manage that are the ones that will be determined or appointed by the government, not members' cooperative societies. The way that you undertake your elections will still be the same, because unless we change how cooperatives elections are held, nothing that will be. So it is about misinformation to the general public, and that is why I'm considering that we get the right information. Let's take time to go through the bill, and we also have the Cooperative Societies Act still under the process of being amended. It is almost at the final stage. The Deputy President confirmed that, is it in 1 month's time that it will be out, because it has gone through the Senate, through the Parliament. There are some small issues that were being considered before it finally becomes through. And so those two acts are the ones that are under amendment, and that is why I believe the social media is giving so much information that is not giving confidence to the owners of cooperatives, who are the members, and they are the persons who have actually saved in cooperatives. So the government is only there to ensure that your funds are as safe as possible. And that is why we also have SACCO, to ensure that the issues of like the capital adequacy ratios are considered, all the prudential standards. That is why SACCO is there to ensure that every cooperative society that is licensed or authorized to operate is able to meet those requirements. So let's always consider that your funds are very safe, and you are the ones holding that money. The government cannot be able to tell you to bring the money for other purposes, because you are the ones who owns those cooperatives. And therefore, we need to consider that we continue to save the same way we have been saving, because we save for purposes of tomorrow, because the future is always uncertain. It is you to create your future. And they say the future belongs to those who plan for it today. plan for that future, because today you are working hard, working for money. You have an employer who pays you at the end of the month. And therefore, you need to know, and to note that it is not the business of your employer to promote you. Neither is it the business of your employer to make you rich. It becomes your business. And how you can become rich is by making proper use of your society. Save as much as possible. Take loans that you can be able to consider they are the ones to uplift your financial standards by making proper use of the products that are there. I believe Ushuru SACCO have so many products. All those products are not meant for you. They are meant for all the members, but not for you as an individual. It is for you to make the right choice. Which product do I take at any given time that can be able to accelerate your financial growth? Make the right decision. Save as much as possible. Cooperatives are still stable. Your society is very stable. Providing those services to the members, you are the owners and the customers of this society. And therefore, that is why we have this members' education, to ensure that one of the principles of cooperatives, principle number 5, education, training, and information. Your society ensures that every year we have members' education, so that you can get as much information as possible, because they say with information you can make the right decision. Make the right decision, ensure that you grow financially with this society. Don't follow others. Follow your direction, because remember, you are employed as an individual, you are working as an individual, you came to Nairobi as an individual. I believe most of us, we came to Nairobi kutafuta pesa. And you'll still be able to consider that you'll exit as an individual. Retirement is coming. How will you retire? That's how you need to think about. When will you retire? How will you retire? And where? Where will you be after retirement? That is where the decision have to be made today. Because it is not the business of your employer to make you rich. It's your business with whatever you earn. What the employer does is only to compensate you for the service that you have offered from date 1 to 30th. Therefore, make the right decision. Your funds are safe, and that is why the different regulations are there to safeguard your finances. That is why we are there as employees in cooperatives department, to ensure that we work together with all cooperatives, including Ushuru SACCO. With that, Chair, allow me to stop at that, and I believe members will be able to get as much information as possible to ensure their financial growth is in the right direction. Asanteni, and welcome to this members' education, which I believe will be very fruitful. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Bonanjoroge. It's always a pleasure to have you, and thank you for the assurances that we've received from government, and we are a bit calmer than we have been the past few days. I'm told the members who are joining us online, they were not able to hear audio on the clip we played from NTV. I think it's important clip. It's important we take it again, so that we have clarity. Our media team, and kindly have a way to verify the audio is coming out, so that we don't repeat this again. Are we ready for that? Okay. When you're ready, take it away. And for those joining us online, in case you have any question, or in case you've just joined us, kindly type your questions on the chat platform. We should be able to pick, and we should be able to give responses. Today we have everybody involved. We have the board, we have the CEO, we have some of your delegates here, and we should be able to handle any question that comes. Our media team, before we move to the next item. Or do we come to that later? Or we are ready?
Become the behind the country, next generation. With that story, on Saturday, NTV aired a story indicating that more than 1 trillion shillings entrusted to SACCOs by millions of Kenyans could soon become the financial muscle behind the country's next generation of mega infrastructure projects. After review of the facts, we acknowledge that the details of this report were incorrect, and we hereby and reservedly apologize to the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, who was cited as the source of the angle, as well as all other affected persons by our reportage, for any inconveniences and harm it may have caused. It was in no way intended to be misleading or off the mark. We have taken corrective action and remain committed to the integrity of journalism that we have always stood by.
Thank you very much. We'll see how to rectify that. So allow me to move to the next part of this, and that is to welcome our national chairman. And just to mention, the education material that was distributed has all these information for our reference, and you can follow through as our national chairman will be going through his message. Thank you.
Thank you, Bana MC, the Vice Chairman. Good afternoon again, fellow Ushuru SACCO members, both online and physical. I want to welcome you this afternoon so that we engage and see how we can progress our SACCO to the next level. Number one, let me acknowledge our guests, Bana Njoroge, our partners. I know we have partners in the room. We have World Navy. Do we have any representative from World Navy? How many partners? Those who are partners of the SACCO, partnering together so that we can be able to provide better services. Can we stand up? We have containers. We have World Navy. You're from? Yeah? Isuzu Motors, Thika. Then we have World Navy, the shirt I'm putting on here, if you are seeing. They import for us motor vehicles. You can get a vehicle, a good one, at a fair price. We have some supported representative from those institutions that are together with us in terms of membership. I think we have ESCC. Any other institution that we have around? Confirm? So all protocols observed, board of directors, delegates, supervisory committee, the leadership of the regions and the entire membership of Ushuru SACCO. Welcome to today's engagement. Ours is to see what we want to do and what we have done in the past. Because our interest is to make sure that our SACCO grows, because that's the mandate that we have been given by members. Members are the owners of the SACCOs. We as the board are not members. We are only members by virtue of having given us an opportunity to run your institution fairly and to give you loans and products that can drive you to the next level. So today's message is resilience through technology and growth through participation. We really want growth because the impetus of change in technology and of course services that goes to the people in technology, then we want participation of our members. We have, as a SACCO, or I have often reflected on what truly distinguishes a strong organization from merely doing service, and the answer is that always it's about the wisdom and the active engagement of our members. That is why today's Members Education Forum is not simply another item in our agenda. It is the very foundation of our shared future. For the first 5 decades, to be more precise, I think we are over 55 years old. Ushuru SACCO has served the members with education from a modest beginning where members would get about 5 shillings at the end of the year. You just imagine, just picture that. You have done your business the whole year, and at the end of the year, you are given 5 shillings as your interest on deposits. So you open this money, how is it today? Now, today, it determines, you are the one who determines what you want to earn. The more deposit you put in, the more earnings you are. Don't ask somebody that, why am I earning less? It is up to you. Our growth of your SACCO, as per our strategic plan, is determined by your savings, by your participation, patronizing of products, and therefore we are saying, for the first 5 decades, Ushuru SACCO has served members with education from the modest beginnings of the SACCO has grown to be a stable, respected, and resilient financial institution, testament to the vision of our founders, the commitment of the leadership and the staff, and above all, the unwavering trust of our members. We believe you have been good members, loyal. What we're only telling you is that there are things that we want you to do. One aspect that I want to ask you, and humbly request you, is that we have FOSA. And the people who have brought in their pay point, salaries are only about 1,100. And we are at SACCO going to 11,000. We have people who don't want to bring in their pay points, but we want to humbly request you to do so. As we gather today, we do so at a time of profound change, regulatory expectations, and increasing technology in transforming the services we delivered. Pressure continued to impact on both households and businesses. These realities demand sound governance, innovation, and collective resilience. Today, we turn knowledge into action, guided by simple but powerful theme: resilience through technology and growth through participation. We want you to participate. You are the owners of the SACCO. And I was telling even some of my members today that all decisions that we make on your behalf because you've given us the mandate to do so. Let's go to Ushuru SACCO performance in 2025. And our performance is in turn our strategic plan. Our strategic plan calls quite a lot, but I can mention just a few. One, we had intended to reach 10,000 membership. We got a windfall in 2023, and it took us closer, but we have achieved it. But that is not to say we'll stop there. We want to go beyond. And I think our target by the end of next year, when the strategic plan 2023-2027 comes to an end, we want to have hit over 13,000. With your support, we'll be able to achieve. The SACCO recorded a strong growth and remarkable growth in across all key indicators in 2025. The society surpassed the ambitious target of 1 billion in terms of revenue. But in our strategic plan, our target is 1.3 billion. And I believe we will be able to achieve it, because you could see we started from 908 in 2025. In 2026, we've done 1B. So, but the target for 2026 is 1B, 141 billion on the lower side, but the higher target is 1 billion, 164 million. So with your support, I think we'll be able to achieve the same. The other aspect, of course, is the growth. Our asset has grown from 7.73 to hit 8.66B. Membership, of course, as I've said, the revenues have grown from 908 to 1B. And of course, the growth in the loan portfolio has risen from 5.8 to 6.3. And our membership is above 10,000. Right? Currently, as we speak, it's 10,454. And I think we are really doing well. But we want to set new targets where we have achieved the target, so that we see our SACCO growing. Particularly noteworthy is our capital adequacy position, with a core capital to asset ratio at 12.5%, well above the regulatory requirement of 10%. Our liquidity ratio is at 29%, nearly double the minimum threshold of 15%, demonstrating the society's ability to meet members' obligation at all times. Non-performing loans remains exceptionally low, as the delinquency ratio is actually 0.44%, while the industry is actually 6%. 6%. Again, it's of course the 5% reflecting a quality of our loan book and the effectiveness of our credit management practices. That is not to say that there are no paying areas. I know there are members who are paying, the other members who have left us and departed with loans, but we'll be doing our best. And we always say, once you make any recovery, we'll make sure that that money comes back to you. We have institutions that are assisting us in debt collection, and at least an average of over 2 million every year. That's the collection we are doing. Challenges and the key highlights for 2025. During the year 2025, the SACCO experienced temporary instability in mobile banking platform, *688#. The Board of Management responded promptly with clear and effective decisions where servers were upgraded to improve system reliability and capacity. The development of alternative USSD through cooperative bank, *667 *2#, MCOP Cash, in partnership with the cooperative bank, was enhanced as a dependable backup channel. I know many members have not used this channel. Sometimes they ask me the *668, you cannot transfer money which are in SASA account to somebody. Using the MCOP Cash, and that is through cooperative bank, that the other alternative will allow you transfer money to somebody directly, not necessarily going through M-Pesa again, then you transfer. So I want you to employ this platform that we have brought on board. The SACCO in 2026 will explore possibility of alternative housing of the star 688 hash as a solution to enhance cyber security and to avert future system downtimes. During the year, some government parastatals experienced organizational restructuring, which affected some member organizations. The outcome led to parastatals being merged and some staff redeployed. That's, of course, mainly SHA and, of course, NHIF, affecting loan repayments and member savings. The increased statutory deductions, that is now, I think you are all aware what came in, and the loan repayment was also affected by, in a way. Despite these headwinds, the SACCO remained stable and filled critical leadership positions, including deputy manager for business development and system audit manager. Engagement was also deepened through targeted webinars and surveys to better understand and respond to members' needs. As a SACCO, we are confident that the system stability and the services continue to remain our top priority. Let me turn to product innovation. The society's key highlights on the year 2025 was to launch the asset financing loan product in May 2025 as part of the product innovation. So far, the product has enabled 7 members to own motor vehicles and tractors with a total disbursement of 16.1 million. As you can see, we are moving. It just started last year. So we encourage you to take advantage, own a vehicle, own a tractor, own a truck, so that you can carry on with your business. More members are encouraged to patronize on products, to own vehicles and business trucks. The other key achievement in the year is the alternative USSD, that is now the MCOP cash, that is star 667, star 2 hash. This platform now supports balance inquiries, cash withdrawals, purchase of airtime, bills, payment, Pesa link, transactions, and soon and e-loans. That's where we are targeting. We want to make sure that if you cannot borrow something from the 688 hash, you can also do it on the 667 star 2. The initiative significantly broadens our digital service offering and ensures members are never without access of their finances. Strategic review for 2026. Looking ahead, the SACCO improved in 2 important strategic initiatives for implementation in 2026. A strategic review of the minimum share capital requirement for new members from 30 to 10,000. And this was as a result of looking at how our competitors as well have gone that direction. So we were reacting to that. This was a deliberate move to accelerate membership growth, which has been slow during the past year. Additionally, the society is pursuing the establishment of an in-house business insurance agency as a strategic move to provide integrated financial solutions to members. The initiative would position the SACCO to offer competitively priced insurance products such as motor vehicles insurance, medical and life insurance, among others. Let's turn to a call to active participation, because we said we have 2 areas that we want to look at, and that's technology and participation. The regulator, that is the SACCO Society's Regulatory Authority, SASRA, has flagged our interest paid and on deposits to a total of a ratio of around 62%, a level that could pressure the long-term health of our SACCO. For SACCOs to thrive, members must save, that is, share deposits and borrow loans The credit facilities help generate interest income, which improves returns on members on investments for all our members. I therefore urge members to take loans to improve their financial well-being and quality of life, going by our motto, and that is being a world SACCO in empowering members for quality life. The SACCO has a delegate system intended to strengthen members' participation. And for this one, I think there was a circular from the Ministry of Cooperatives asking members to, SACCOs to, if you have a SACCOs of over 5,000 members, there is a requirement for a number of delegates that you're supposed to have. Of course, we are saying it should be gradual. It's not a bullet in terms of moving to that number, because it is all members offering themselves for positions of leadership. So we are saying that members' participation in all activities for better service delivery and product improvement. You are therefore encouraged to get to know your delegates, engage and ensure full participation in all SACCO activities and surveys. And an informed membership is our strongest asset. That's what we are saying. As we engage in today's services, sessions, I invite you, every member, to participate fully and to ask questions, to share ideas, and live with a renewed sense of ownership in our shared journey. The future of Ushuru SACCO is bright, and through active participation and commitment, the SACCO will be stronger and more competitive. Together we save, together we grow, and together we prosper. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless Ushuru SACCO. And I want to thank you for joining us today through online, and of course, those who have managed to have an opportunity to be present here, so that we can engage and participate and give feedback. I want to say that during the society activities, that is now on the International Cooperative Day, we had trophies, 6 trophies, and I think our SACCO did very well. I think it's the highest time we've ever had more than 5. Because last year we had 5, this year we had 6. And I think one of the trophies would have been given in Uhuru Park, but because of the time the Deputy President had, he didn't have the opportunity. But we were given during the gala dinner, which is normally offered after the activities of the day. So I want to welcome you, and thank you very much for your participation. And we ask you, the areas we have mentioned, the areas of you bringing your pay point to the SACCO. What is the advantage? Number 1 is that there are loans purely cleared if you are brought in your pay point to the SACCO. And I think you will be told as we go along. Thank you very much, and I wish you well in this engagement.
Thank you very much. Media, the feedback we are receiving is that we are not online. that we are going to list below. The other key takeaway from the chair is the impressive performance that the SACCO achieved in the year 2025. And key significant item is that we crossed a billion mark. We crossed a billion mark in terms of revenue, and I think that was commendable to note. We were also told that our channels were enhanced, and the enhancement of our alternative USSD was done, that you can access through *667*2 hash. And now the good news is that you can also borrow a loan like Empower on this channel. So meaning, in case our main channel, which is *688 hash, case of one way or the other, we face a technical hitch there, you can always access the alternative channel. So those are key takeaways from the chairman's message. And of course, I know you had others, and I also know you have the education text with you. You can continue interacting with it, and our chats are open. I know our panelists who are in charge of those chats, they are actively responding. And in case there is a question that needs to be escalated, of course that will come to us, and we should be able to respond to that in a more technical or in a more detailed manner, in case somebody is not sufficiently responded to. So I want to go to the next part of this, and that is the National Vice Chairman message. And just to break down how this has been organized, Chairman normally speaks of the strategy the SACCO is taking. Then on the National Vice Chairman, bit is where we reflect on the products that the review of products. We also take care of various strategies that we are doing in the current year, and also we go into product into great detail. So I'll start, and normally this belongs to the Educations Committee, and before we do anything else, we can start. Let's start rolling the slides. Yes. Before anything else, when the Committee of Education, when it meets, the first thing is normally to reflect on a theme for the year that we want to design our education around. And this year, the theme that the committee came up with was the resilience through technology and growth through participation. And I think just to unpack that, we all know what resilience means. We want to be able to offer you services that are seamless. We want to offer you, we want to be able also to grow. And we want to focus, we want to utilize technology to be able to give you resilience. And that's why what I've just mentioned, we have a number of channels you can access us. Right now, we are requesting you to bring your salary with us. And once you do that, or we are requesting you to patronize our loans products, and on that, you can be able to access those loan products either through the mobile phone USSD, mobile app, those with the SACCO app. Again, in terms of accessing your money, in case it's a loan, in case it's salary, we have ATM cards, we have USSD channels, which are 2, and we also have the traditional method of coming to the counter and withdrawing your cash. So those are channels that we are trying to build our resilience on. And The other item is that last year when we were paying dividends, a lot of our members were indicating that this rate has remained quite static. Nevertheless, that the revenue that we've just spoke of grew, the asset base grew, deposits also grew, and there was constant request that we need to grow the rate. And how do we grow the rate? We need to grow this. And you don't have a loan. What are we saying? It's high time you have a product at least, so that way we are able to bake the cake together. Proceeding to the next slide, I'll give you the cue to move the slide. You can just go back to the second slide. We are looking at the strategic outlook. One of the key things that this year we had to look at as a board is to review a number of these products and keep on listening to the ground. Skiza ground, isn't it? Hiyo ni chama ya nani? Skiza ground. Lakini we are not a political movement. There are many deductions that are happening on our pay slips, and that is affecting the take home. That take home is what we normally utilize to give you loans. So, right? But there's something we can do as a SACCO. We can increase the repayment period. I know accountants will say the interest will go high. Against dividing that loan with 96 months, where do you get a bit more bearable installments? 96, right? Yes, so that's what we did. We priced that, and we revised the repayment period from, it was 84, we took it to 96 months. Then again, we also looked at our Shuja. Shuja, that means you can utilize Shuja to do a mega project. And that is very critical in terms of the members. I don't know why slides are moving. I said I'll give a cue on how to move the slides, kindly. I'll give the cue. Thank you. We are still on review of the products. Okay. So the other item, I will not be verbatim on this text because I know we have that text, and I'll just be highlighting key items. And since I've already looked at a review of the share capital, that one there's no need to belabor on that. Then another thing that we brought on board this time round is partnerships. And what are we doing? We know we have a number of needs. We have those people who want to acquire motor vehicles and motor vehicle from the Japanese auction market. And we've just had a partnership with World Navy. And this one actually participate in an auction, identify a vehicle, and Ushuru is going to take care of the financing, while Navy is going to take care of logistics to get that vehicle here. That is something they would consider so that our members just drive. That would be very critical for our members. I have World Navy here. At some point I'll give them a... So that one, we already have members who have enjoyed this product, and we are calling upon all other members to follow suit. Some other members, I don't know whether it's chairman who has bought a tractor I know there is a member who has bought a tractor. So we are being called upon to take advantage of this partnership Ushuru SACCO is working on, so that we all take advantage. Those of my age who still don't have a ride, they are doing Futsubishi. Now, this is our chance. Let us just fill that form or call your CEO when he'll be speaking of your contact person in Ushuru. I know as we roll out that program, it's high time you talk to your contact person at Ushuru. You ask that person, how do I get a vehicle? How do I move from Futsubishi to something else? Yes. So, it's TMD Isuzu. Those people who would want to get into commercial vehicle, commercial hauling trucks, this can be enabled. And also it's capable of even renewing its own fleet. Also, there are people who would want to have I don't know whether it's NPR or it's called what. With this TMD Isuzu, you can have Yuanganya on the streets. TMD Isuzu in the room, and at appropriate time, we'll be able to call them upon to say hi to us and talk to us briefly what benefit or basically just in brief. The vehicle you buy is also a collateral in that loan. So issues of buying a vehicle, all you need to do is to fill in a form. That vehicle becomes your guarantee, probably at a certain rate. Then all you need to do is to probably go to offer that. So we can proceed with the slides a bit. Yes. The other item we are looking at, this is a product subsidiary, and we've already established that company. We've already registered. And what do we want to achieve here? SACCO as an institution, the SACCO itself cannot earn those commissions. But for us as a SACCO to be able to earn commissions from our portfolio, we've not even opened, as we insure, and you insure through an agent, that agent is paid a commission. We want to stop that and have the SACCO. These revenues that we are going to achieve, they are going to form part of what we share at the end. Many SACCOs have done this. Thank you very much for the applause. There are a few SACCOs have gone this route. We've done a lot. We have done benchmarking, and we have a roadmap on how basically the SACCO will become your agent, and that will form also another revenue. And what do you benefit by bringing that? Of course, as a SACCO, if we bring all our vehicles under one roof, we'll be able to negotiate. I don't know whether you've had an incident where your agent, when they are requesting for you premiums, they are very nice, but wait until you get an accident. They start telling you there was some fine prints you didn't read, right? So those issues we'll be able to handle them. We negotiate, we tell them we don't want those fine prints. We'll be able to have a muscle to get terms that are favorable to us. We'll be dealing with the insurance directly, and because there would be as a business, if you have all 10,000 members bringing a car, you have to treat them in a better way, right? Rather than you yourself, you go as an individual to an insurance provider. Again, with the 10,000 members, we are able to bargain for competitive insurance premium. of course, these market people don't pay the same rate. Even if I were to, and also from people following us virtually, you'll find some people are paying 6%, some people are paying 4%, some people are paying 5%. What is the difference, right? Be able to negotiate a very good deal for us. So this is a product. Currently, we have SASRA, which is SACCO Regulatory Authority, has approved. Currently, we are doing Insurance Regulatory Agency Authority registration, and we will keep you appraised as we proceed. Maybe just something to mention with regard to Maisha Mufti. Maisha Mufti is a loan product. Morning, there is a member who requested me whether they are capable of taking 50 million. And those are the questions that are making us on this Maisha Mufti. There are people, they are capable of paying. They have multiple revenue streams. And we are in business of lending money, right? So somebody is capable of paying. Somebody has multiple revenue streams, not only salary, and they have demand. Do we tell them you cannot take 50 million? Business. So this is how we are responding to that need, and it's a product that is product. Currently, it's on its final development stage, awaiting regulatory approval. And at this juncture, let me also mention, I know we've discussed a little bit of a snag with the KMRC themselves. We got to a point that we were to get the money to start disbursing to our members. But now, the feedback we received from them, and I think this is because of the capital shortage on their end, they were indicating we start disbursing members, then they will reimburse us later. Now, when you listen around the market, there are SACCOs that have disbursed in the excess. That becomes a huge risk. So as a board, we deliberated on that, and we said we put a break on that until that point where KMRC actually give us money at around 6%, you take administration percentage of 2%. But now if it comes to risk your own capital, we fail to give our own members, and yet KMRC, we are waiting for KMRC. I saw the other day they did launch a commercial paper, which was oversubscribed. I hope that is going to facilitate, assist them. And at that point where that money will be available, we'll be able to come to you and announce it's ready for members to apply and enjoy. But for now, we may not be able to proceed with that. And that's why we are looking at Maisha Mufti. In the meantime, concerns around their liquidity issues. Moving on. Moving on, key services. So these are some of our services, some of our FOSA services that we are offering. First of all, FOSA is like a bank account, and it enables you to process your products, affordably priced products. You cannot achieve them without passing your salary through FOSA. And why do we want you to pass? For all of us, we were to channel our salary through FOSA, we charge you that 150. 15 million in a month or in a year. 15 million in a month. In a year. Every year people want us to pay them higher dividends, higher interest on deposits. Remember our theme. Our theme says what? If we can remember it. Have some trust in Ushuru. Bring your salary. And we give you our commitment. We will pay you on time. NHC. Your employer says, pay Janet Sanelo. We will pay you. We are left asking the payroll, when do you give us the check? But we pay you immediately. Then all those channels I indicated are available for you to access your money. We have ATM cards, we have PesaLink channels, we have USSD channel, we have those who are traditional wants to come to the bank. We have a bank there at our offices in Nairobi. You can come and you can be able to get your monies. And at the end of the year, of course, we should be able to have a better interest on deposit and dividends. And that's how we can make this institution grow together. So the other issues, we already know about them. There is no need to belabor them. And there is a table that we need to have a look. And I request Madam Pamela Wanja to help us. Maybe we can roll the slide. We see the growth. I think Chairman talked about the growth. We can skip that. Yes, I want Madam Pamela Wanja come and take us through these products in a very detailed way. And it is important for you to know Madam Pamela Wanja. She's the head of credit and for. She's the owner of money. We can clap for her. She's come. And not all products are the same. There is a product for ile time mwezi kokona, and there is a product for construction. Hauwezi jenga na ya ile mwezi kokona, si ndio? So it's good we take time here. You explain to them very nicely so that we are able to distinguish what products applies where. We have, I'm sure you are expert here. You're going to, thank you.
Thank you for your time to be here. And also thank you to our online member for your active participation in this informative session. My name is Pamela Wanja. I'm the head of credit and FOSA, Ushuru SACCO. And I will be taking you through our product offering. And I will start with BOSA savings. We have categorized our product in terms of the savings product and also the credit product. And on the credit savings product, we have the product under the BOSA, and also we have the product under the FOSA. And the interest paid on this account is that the account earns the dividends, which is paid at the end of the year, and the amount to be paid is determined at the annual delegate meeting. This account accessibility, it is non-withdrawable, and also it is not refundable upon member withdrawal, but it can be transferred to another member. The second account in this category, we have the ordinary savings account. This is the share deposit account, which we normally use as a deposit, as a loan qualifier to our members. The minimum monthly contribution to this account is 3,000, and also 1,000 for new entrants, and also 5% of the basic salary. The interest earned in this account, it's also determined at the end of the year according to the SACCO performance. Accessibility of this fund, the fund is non-withdrawable. However, upon membership withdrawal from the society, the amount is refunded to the member. The third account under BOSA savings, we have the Ifadhi savings account. This is a savings account for unforeseen emergencies. It's a voluntary contribution account which is also withdrawable, and the withdrawal is unlimited. And also the interest paid on this account is determined at the annual delegate meeting. The other category of the savings account is under FOSA. We have the SASA savings account. This is a transaction account which allow member to do the transactions through various channels which we have. We have the various channels the counter whereby the member can access the fund directly through our banking hall at the head office where we have FOSA. The member can access fund through banking, that is the USSD. The member can access fund through this account through the ATM and also the PESA link. This account is used for all disbursement or the payment made to the members, including the salary processing, all loans disbursement, the dividends and the interest payment, as well as the mobile deposits. As I have said, it support also internal standing order, whereby the member can put a standing order to various internal accounts or to various external accounts. This, we don't pay any interest to this account since it's a transaction account and the member is savings account under FOSA. We have the Quenzi savings account. This is account which we have opened to allow the members save for their children who are under 18. The minimum balance for this account is 1,500. Account holders with the balance of 10,000. This is something good which is coming very soon. We are also planning to activate the fund day for the children so that we can be the school fees of the children. So we have allowed 3 minimum free withdrawal, and any withdrawal above the 3 we charge to the interest paid on this account is 6% per annum, and it's paid on an annual basis. The other product is the Likizo account. This is a savings account for the holiday. We are operating this account to allow the members save on a continuous basis. And the minimum operating balance for this account is 1,500. Your salary is passing through SASA account. We can do a free standing order. The member will enjoy organized travel packages. We had partnered with Bonfire Adventure so that they can enable us plan for packaged tour whereby we can take our members as they enjoy their holidays. The slogan on this account is you save, you travel, and you earn. The interest paid on this account is 6% per annum, and it's paid on an annual basis. Accessibility, we allow free to withdraw per annum. The other savings account in FOSA, we have the JAZA account. This allows the member to achieve specific goal, and the monthly deposit contribution is 500, and it can be withdrawn anytime. The interest paid on this account is 6% per annum, and it's paid annually. And also we allow the member to do 2 free withdrawal per annum. The other one is a Biashara Bora account. This is an account which it's not very currently active. However, it's something we are taking bull on it to make sure that we are able to model the product and also make it available to our members so that the member can bank their business proceeds through the FOSA, and at the same time we allow the member to access loan using the same deposits. The other accounts in FOSA, we have the fixed deposit account. This is a special saving product with limited withdrawal. The funds are fixed for a specific period of time, and we have tied the savings period in terms of the 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. You can choose one of the, for example, if you have a project and you have not initiated that project, and you have You can, instead of putting that money idle sitting in your SASSA account, you can choose to fix them for a period of time like 3 months, and you are able to earn interest at the end of the 3 months. Account is also on a graduated scale depending on the amount and also the period of time. And the higher the amount you fix and the higher the period of time you choose, it and see how they can use the same to benefit from that product. We always, we don't pay interest if the member the savings product which we normally have under BOSA and as well as under FOSA. I'll go now to the loan product. We have the BOSA loans. Okay. Thank you. I request maybe the member to follow on the education text which we shared. Sorry for that. So I'll go to the other category of our product, that is the loan product. And these products, we have categorized them still into two, the BOSA loan and also the multiplier of 4. So if your deposit is 1 million, you are able to multiply that deposit by 4 and get a loan of 4 million. The interest rate is 1% per month on a reducing balance, and the repayment period is the member need to provide security to this loan, which you can use your deposit as a security. You can also use guarantor as the security or use the collateral. What do I mean by the collateral? The collateral is that the member can give us a title deed or a logbook, which we can use also to provide share with us a copy of the logbook or the title deed, from which we are going to do the valuation, and then we will pick 60% of the market value of that asset. Refinance loan with the deposit multiplier of 4.5%. The interest rate is at 1.04% per month on a reducing balance, and the repayment period is 72 months. Also, the member will be required to provide security either in terms of your deposits. You can use guarantor or collateral, as I have explained. The other category of the loan is the emergency loan, the deposit facility, whereby you can use your deposits, guarantor, or collateral, as I have explained. The other category is, the other product under BOSA is member who have not accumulated enough deposits. At least a member is required, a new member is required to do 1 month contribution, and the maximum loan which we can help you acquire shilling. And what do I mean by helping the member boost? When a new member joins the society, we don't expect this member to have enough deposit to take up a loan in terms of the deposit multiplier. However, we can have a balance of 50,000 and you are a new member. If you do mathematics by 4, the maximum loan you can get is 200,000 using your deposit. However, through Jongea, we can help you boost the 500,000 we are going to give you, less the amount which you have used on the deposits. We are going to take it back to your deposit account. And what it means is that we have helped the SACCO, the member, just at the end of the year. The other product under BOSA, we have the TIBA loan with a deposit multiplier of 4 times. The interest rate is 1.6% per month on a reducing balance to members who process their salary through FOSA. And we also help the member boost their deposits. But the deposits we can boost to a maximum of 500,000. This one it's not, it's just a similar product like Jongea, but Jongea is only limited to the new member. But for the TIBA loan is for the existing member, whereby maybe your deposit is not enough to help you take up a bigger loan. Therefore, we deposit, but the deposit we are going to boost, it has to be a maximum of 500,000. The other product under BOSA is the Shuja loan with a deposit multiplier of 5 times. Amortized. When it is amortized, it will give you a better room on your pay slip to do a lower repayment for a higher facility. Repayment period, this product is one of our best products which we are offering to our member with the repayment period of 120 months. The security will also be required for this product through the member deposits. You can also use guarantors or collateral as I have explained. So those are the products which we have under BOSA, the loan product which we have under BOSA category. And I'll go to the next loan product under FOSA category. Under FOSA, we have the salary advance. This is for the member who are processing their salary through FOSA on monthly basis. We give them a salary advance to the maximum of 5 times of their deposits. The interest rate is 3% per month. And is basically 1 month. It's like we are giving your salary in advance. So once the salary hits your FOSA account, you are able to get the whole loan amount. The security which is attached to this loan is your deposit. Must have channeled your salary for 2 months. And how do you qualify? It is 50% of your lowest net salary for the 2 months. Your last 2 net salary in FOSA was 40 and the other one 50. We take the lowest, which is 40, and that 40, we subject it to a qualified advance on check-off. This is a product which we have partnered with the employer, that is the Kenya Revenue Authority, and therefore it is based on the employer arrangement. For you to access this product, you must be a member of the SACCO, and the maximum amount is pegged on your 1.5 times of your basic. So if your basic is a facility which you can qualify is 1.5 of that basic, or if you are on contract, 60% of the consolidated pay. The maximum amount which a member can borrow is 1 million, and there is no guarantors required, or there is no security required for this facility with the employer. The next loan in FOSA, we have the FOSA Pride loan. This is our current cash cow. The deposit multiplier, it's times 4. In running it on a promotion of times 5 times of your deposit. This product, we have been running it at an interest rate of 11% at some point. We later also reviewed the repayment period from 84 to 96 months. It's basically our cash cow, whereby we have seen all those members who have embraced or who have patronized FOSA through the SACCO, as I have explained. The member is required to have 1 month salary processing through FOSA. That is one of the qualifications. Or if you are interested to process the salary through FOSA, we are able to guide the member on how we can do the bank loan buy-off in conjunction with the payroll office, and also the member committing to facilitate the member to process their salary through FOSA. This has been a very seamless process for us. We have done it to quite a number of members, and therefore then we are able to guide them on how we can facilitate that process. The other product is a SASSA loan. This also it's a product available to the member who are processing salary through FOSA with a deposit at 1.16% per month, reducing balance. The repayment period is 24 months. The security tied to this is the member deposit, and also the qualification to a maximum of 200,000. And as I have explained, your lowest 2 months, if you, the last month, the lowest 2 months you have received, then we subject it to 50% of 40, which is 20. But even if your net salary is very high, we will give you to a maximum of 200,000. The other product is Almasi loan. This is a product which we have been issuing it under BOSA over years. However, it was not performing under BOSA, and therefore we re-engineered the products and transferred it to FOSA with a deposit multiplier of 5, interest rate of 1.18% per month. The repayment period is 12 months. The security required is the deposit, and also the qualification is still 50% of the lowest last 2 months, of your net salary to a maximum of 200,000. So I'm very happy about this product. We engineered it last year, and it has picked the performance very well, and therefore meaning that members who are processing salary through FOSA, they have quite a bag to enjoy in terms of the benefit, and they are really truly proving that to us. On the other product is the Riziki loan. This one we don't have any deposit multiplier. The interest, we normally charge a processing fee of 10%. The repayment period is 7 months. July, and I think this year and last year we opened it in the month of June. And the member are expected to pay at the end of the year when we are paying interest on your deposit of 100,000. It means the next year you can qualify Riziki loan of 50% of one when we pay the next interest on your deposit. The other product under FOSA is the Empower with the deposit multiplier of 5. It is tied into 3. That is for 1 month with the interest rate of 7.5%. The member can choose to take the 2 months with the interest rate of 8.5% or 3 months at the interest rate. It's a FOSA product, however, it's available to all the members. The security is on the member deposit, and the maximum loan which you can get expected to pay through your self-initiative. And therefore, if you don't pay, at the end of, when the loan is due, we will recover it from the member deposit. However, when we recover from the deposit, it does it so that it can open up the room for you to take up the product next time and also allow you to access other products. The other product is about this product. We have seen kick very well for the last bit of this year after we did the launch, but through our continuous sensitization and our partnership with a strategic partner like World Navy, and also we have Isuzu, and the members are embracing it. And I think through World Navy we have already issued 2 products. A Prado to our member. We launched it to our member at our office a month ago, and also at your office. And we are expecting to finalize on the charging of the logbook to Ushuru SACCO so that the vehicle can be released to our member. So it is a testimony that this partnership of World Navy has really worked for us. And before they give, it also comes with the full tank fuel. And they also do the clearing and everything for the member. You are expected to when it is fully serviced with the full tank. Therefore, we are urging our member to take advantage of this partnership. A product which is 96 months, that is the land. This is an asset which we have not received any patronization from the members, and we are urging our member to take advantage of it and patronize. The cost for the vehicle will be borne by the member. And then you use the society panel of service provider. That is the value. We have the urge our member to get through the catalog, and in case of any clarification, they can always get to us for clarification. Savings account, which I have mentioned in FOSA, that this is a product we are trying to model for the business, and therefore once it is ready, we are going to roll it. Finance product, we normally finance the vehicle, the copy. Then from there, we will request for the asset valuation. We will give you the panel of our valuers for the land and also for the motor vehicle. Once we get the valuation report, we are able to assess how much you can qualify according to your payslip qualification and also according to the value of that asset. And therefore, we are going to advise you to bring us the original. After we get the original, we do now the pre-approval, whereby we check the due diligence and the verification of the asset and the security. Once we do this, we also do the letter of offer to the member. We expect you to sign that letter of offer and return. Once you return the letter of offer, we do the letter of undertaking to the seller or to the vendor. And this letter of undertaking is what will allow the vendor to release the original title deed or the original logbook so that we can do the security charging to Ushuru SACCO. Without the letter of undertaking, most of the vendor will not agree to release the logbook or the original title deed, and on our end, we cannot be able to proceed without first taking the interest of Ushuru SACCO in mind. Once that has been done, and the security charge has been completed, and we confirm that we have the original logbook that has been charged to Ushuru SACCO, we now do the post-transfer search, and we release, we put the logbook or the title deed under our custody, ensure the motor vehicle has the insurance cover, that is the comprehensive, and also we ensure the motor vehicle has been put into the car tracking, and we have the car tracking certificate. And after that, now we will be satisfied that the Ushuru SACCO interest on this collateral has been certified, and therefore we are going to disburse the money into the member SASSA account, and later, and at the same time, we transfer directly to the vendor. Remember, on this financing arrangement, where we are not financing 100%, according to the model of the vehicle, or if it is the land, the member is expected to pay the remaining percent. If we are financing 95%, the loan will cover the 95%. The member is expected to pay to the vendor 5%. And that one must be completed before we do the loan approval. Yes, that's all about our product offering. And thank you very much for listening to me. And I'll take it back to the session moderator. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A better round of applause. Yes, thank you. We are compressing a lot so that we get to give you as much as we can do. And we also want to see whether we can be able to end by 5. So if you feel we are compressing, just understand it's because of time. At this point, I would like to give our partners just 2 minutes each. That is, we'll start with World Navy, 2 minutes. Then after that, we'll have TMD Isuzu. Make it brief so that we can go next to the CEO, then plenary, then we conclude. Thank you very much. Karibu.
It's evening. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jael Nyambeki. I'm from World Navy. I'm an account manager. I'm representing my team today, so I'll just, because of time, Pamela was she gave a really good description of how the process works. So maybe what I'll tell you is a little bit about who World Navy is, and just to make you understand the vehicle process and maybe the customer journey briefly. So World Navy is a full importation company, and we are Japanese, so it's also based in Japanese. Our main yard is in Kobe. We do have an office in Nairobi, so our office is based in Greenhouse Mall along Gong Road. And it's important for you to understand that we do not have a physical yard. We are basically focused on importation, and our main market is from auction and one price. So those are our 2 main source markets. But our main source market is auction because, number one, in auction, the customer is able to custom make what they want on their vehicle in terms of mileage, the exact specifications that you want. And then the price is also depending on the customer's budget. So we are able to bid depending on what the customer wants. And how our process works is, once you have a customer, or as yourself, if you're looking for a vehicle, you give us an inquiry. Probably there are so many units in the market. So you get to understand if you have a particular color that you want. Of course, maybe you have a particular brand that you're looking for. So once we have the make that you want and the year of manufacture, obviously, according to to the country's rules. We are bringing 2019 models and above. So we look at any unit above 2019, then we do the costing for you. Once we've done the costing for you, our costing comes from the auction market price. So we are able to give you the landing cost. The landing cost will have the price of the vehicle up to Mombasa, and then duty of this vehicle, customs and clearance charges from the port. So when we give this invoice with the landing cost is what we give to Ushuru SACCO. And then now they start the approval process. So Pamela has been able to tell you how the approval process works. They will give us an undertaking letter with the percentage that you are being financed. So if you're required to pay a deposit, you pay the deposit. If it's 100%, we just take the undertaking letter, and then we start the purchasing process for you. We share with you the units that are available depending on what we had agreed on the specifications that you want, and then you approve the purchasing process. Once you approve, we start the importation process after we've done our due inspections. We do 3 inspections. Before purchase, we have an auction sheet that we are able to translate and let you know the exact condition of the car. And then we also do 3 major inspections once the vehicle has landed in our yard in Kobe. And then we start the importation, the shipping process. Once the car is in Mombasa, we have our own clearing agent who will be able to clear the vehicle from the port. If you're in Mombasa, you can pick the car from Mombasa. So Ushuru SACCO is informed once the car has arrived, then they are able to send someone to do valuation and tracking on the car. So it works different in terms of depending on the local vehicles. Our vehicles, because they are imports, the valuation will be done after the car has landed. So once the vehicle has been valued, if you're in Nairobi, the car is put on a carrier to Nairobi because we have to declare the exact mileage of the car, depending as we had started importing it. The car gets to Nairobi, if you're in Nairobi, and then Ushuru SACCO will process for us the final letter or payment, and then we deliver the vehicle to you. So we will get our payment either after 7 days after delivery, or depending on the agreement with the SACCO, we can get the payment before delivery. But most times it's after you've picked the vehicle, you confirm the vehicle is okay. We are able to give you warranty at the point of vehicle collection. So we give a warranty on engine and transmission only. So this also gives you peace of mind that already we've done our checks, the car is in good condition. And yes, as they mentioned, we do have offers, so we will definitely service this car from Japan. So we look at air filter, we are able to check out the cabin filter, the main parts that can be changed. Then once the car gets to Nairobi, we also give you full tank, and we also clean the car for you. So all you have to do is come for your car. I will leave my number because of time. I know Kevin is looking at me. So my number is 0715 300 753. I'll repeat, 0715 300 753. You can engage me for further details. Of course, there's a lot that you need to understand in the importation process. So I hope we will keep engaging further. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening, and I'm looking forward to your inquiries.
Thank you very much. Just for convenience, we will put your number on the channel so that we are able to pick it. Our panelists kindly pick contact from World Navy so that you can share with members online. At this juncture, let me welcome TMD to also, in 2 minutes, give us what they've prepared for us. 2 minutes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Good evening, members. All protocols observed. I would like to take the shortest time possible has been given by Kevin to just tell you the partnership between us and the Ushuru SACCO. So we come from TMD, and we call it TMD Isuzu. Where is the difference? So the difference, as maybe somebody would ask, Isuzu do the productions and TMD is the distribution channel. So if you are just wondering what is the difference between Isuzu TMD and the main Isuzu mother company. So the main Isuzu mother company, what they do was called productions. So we do something called completely knocked down vehicles. That is our assembly point. So when we talk about assembly point, there are some key critical parts that as a region or as a country, we are yet to produce in our country, one of them being an engine. So when we get this vehicle from Japan, Isuzu is basically a Japanese company, and we are the leading team, and the Isuzu East Africa is the center in the region. So we get these vehicles and we assemble them through our range of machines at Isuzu East Africa, and then we've got distribution channels. So distribution channels that are authorized by Isuzu are only 5, where TMD is one of them. We've got some 4 more. So, but the partnership between Ushuru SACCO and Isuzu is based on TMD, and that is where now we come in as Isuzu TMD for that understanding. So we had a very elaborate discussions between us and the team, and we developed a very good proposals to empower the members for a better growth and accelerate your growth, because that is the key of maybe joining a SACCO. So in that, we do basically 0 mileage vehicles where we do assembling. We have got a good product, as Pamela stated earlier, that we do 95%. And we have other maybe benefits along it, like maybe full tank, fueling for the first 1 month. We've got some models that you are doing free service for 5 years, like what you're seeing on the screen. If you get that vehicle, it will be serviced for 5 years, irrespective of the locations. It's either our yard or anywhere within the East African community. Yes, a technical challenge, maybe in Rwanda, in maybe Sudan, somewhere, you only need to drop us a call and we'll work on it. On our course, free of charge. That is for 5 years. Then we focus mostly on business. So maybe from the leadership, what they have said, they really want to empower the members. Can you imagine a situation whereby you have one single product? When it is done and you clear it, it can act as the basis of maybe growth and helping you more. So that is the kind of value we are bringing to you. So I'll let my colleague to introduce himself and complete in the next 1 minute. And thank you so much for this invite. Karibu.
Good afternoon. You well? Well, I want to labor more on that vehicle you've seen. That's our new baby. New baby in a sense that we are assembling it in Kenya. And it comes with various advantages, like what my brother said. You will, once you have, this is a 0 mileage vehicle. It comes with ADAS, where hata ukikuwa na uzingizi kidogo kwa gari kwa barabara, it will not waver. All right? It comes with the technology that you're looking forward for in terms of safety. For example, if you are driving this car, you ask someone to get to the car, and there's a wall in front of you. The guy decides to accelerate the vehicle, it will not go. It will stop there. That is what we are bringing in the market. It can carry 7 people. We bring 2 types, a 3-liter engine and a 1.9-liter engine. It has so many things. We don't have time. Probably what I will ask your leaders, we can even bring in your branches. We can also, we are doing a program right now. We can give you probably in a day, you drive it, bring it the following day, a week, depending on how we will negotiate with the people. Normally we do it a week. You have the vehicle for a week, you test it, enjoy it, go wherever you want to go, come back. Then tell me what you feel like. So this is one. This is our new baby. Then on N series, someone talked about NPR, it's NQR, Euro 5. We are talking of emissions. we are bringing a vehicle that is environmental friendly to you. So N series, we have NQR, those who are doing matatu business. We can help you right from selecting the chassis, taking the chassis to the body, telling us what you want, telling the kind of, if the Gen Z's schools who would want to do, wanataka kupanda kwa hiyo gari, we will do that business for you. 0 mileage. All right? We have F series, where wale wa kubeba mchanga tunapatia FVZ. Those who are in business, we can do that for you right from the. And apart from that, example for this car, you've been told for the next 2 years. Naona ile ya kubadilisha oil filter. For this one, you will not pay anything. How many years? Wewe kazi yako imefika service later, we will change it. Imefika service later, we will change it. Before this, we had a Kipchoge. Kipchoge also sold so well, which led us to working on this one. For Kipchoge again, you want to, we tell, you've worked for 20 years, worked for 15 years. You've raised your children. Do you want children to tell you asante? Why don't you one time just tell, I have raised these kids. Wachanji? Yes. Waambie mwili yako asante. By having this. Make the process seamless for you to get these vehicles. And so, if you want to talk to us because we don't have time, we can always take you through the process. And Volvo engine. Those who have studied engineering like me, you know that a Volvo engine is voted as one of the best, safest engines in the world, right? We have them. Again, similar to a period of 1 month. Weenda Mombasa beba vitu, peleka Congo, rudi, then tell me how it is. If you don't want that vehicle, return it to me. I'll put it back and sell it to somebody else. That's how we trust our products. Sawa. Quickly, if you want to talk to us, my number is 0721 961. I repeat, 0721 520 961. I didn't say my name. My name is Habat Shisukane. I work after sales service, and also teach your kids. I'm at NITA also. I teach your children engineering. Thank you so much.
It out there on our channel so that our members can be able to interact with our partners. Thank you very much. We are proceeding well. And the next speaker is our CEO. And I don't know, CEO, whether we can achieve to next 10 minutes so that we have an opportunity to do a Q&A for 5. Then we can be able to can drop off. Thank you.
Yes, asante sana. Thank you so much, MC, who is our Vice Chairman. Mr. Chairman, the officer, our guests and delegates present, plus all our members who are here and those who are watching us online. Let me take this opportunity. Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to come at the tail end. And what happened was that my chair did the takeoff. Engineers, and I'm not just talking in real engineers, including the one who has just left this podium, isn't it? And as I came, I was given 10 minutes, and I was sure this guy wanted me to land, isn't it? So, and for those of us who have done that bit of flying, it's more or less just those minutes, isn't it? Yeah, so I'll try because of time to do it that way, VC. And of course, you did the takeaways for the takeaways from your presentation. And I think from his presentation, we were able to see how we have been able to use technology. So many things, including the apps, the USSDs, and the channels. There was a very comprehensive presentation on product changes, and Pamela did very well to run us through the Maisha Mufti for high savers, bank assurance, and all that, which were done well. And of course, the partnerships. So we can move. So we have been able to see our cost we are doing to uplift our members for quality life. So I will not overemphasize on that. Relationship management, and the other one being just trying to leverage between to our members. So what we expect is that anytime you have a problem, you can easily reach your account manager, and that issue will be sorted out seamlessly. So in doing this, we expect faster and personalized services. We, as has been mentioned, we expect to ride on technology to drive these processes, and strong member engagement. When you talk to somebody who is your personal relationship manager, it deepens that relationship that you have with our institution. Of course, empowering members as we work to improve on our services. The next slide, just to mention briefly, the checkoff, that is the mode that we use mostly, because we are mostly an employer-based SACCO. We have a few members who are not on active employment in a month. So we also do not want to inconvenience them. Of course, they don't expect us to do that. So we want, 5th of every month, please, if you are making any changes, let those changes come on time, every 5th, and then we will be able to advise our employers accurately. By any chance it misses that timeline, then that is the time now it goes through the next payroll cycle. So let us take note of that. I will not say much on that next slide, which I think we have been taken through our products, and you have been able to see all those issues, all those things that I have listed there, the new loans, the partnerships, and all that. So the other thing possibly that I may emphasize on is the part of our digital services. I think you can just go back to it slightly. The digital services, let us make use of them. When we take our statistics, more than 2/3 of our members are accessing our services through the digital channels. The USSDs that we have, and we have had the *688# for quite some time. We have relied on a single service provider for quite some time, and sometimes it fails at us. I think at some point it became so bad, Hadija, to use your own words, isn't it? That some of our members are named as Usiku something, isn't it? Yeah, that the service only works at night, but that is no longer the case. I want to give that assurance that it's now very much okay, and we are putting the service providers very much on their toes. On the same note, we have also come up with an alternative to that, which we have partnered with the cooperative bank. And Through Cooperative Bank, we use the *667 #2 hash. Sorry, *667 *2 hash. So anytime you see the *688 hash failing, please don't wait until usiku, please. Just switch immediately to the *667 *2 hash, and you will be sorted. Of course, we have our portal that is also there, and the other channels, including the Visa cards, which we have had for quite some time, and which you can be able to use from all corners of the globe. I was keenly following on the online audience, and I noted some of us are following from as far as the US, following this activity that we are doing here. So if you have such channels, then you can be able to transact with us from where you are. Now, the next one is I'll talk slightly about guarantorship. This cannot miss. Every time that we are doing our sensitizations, we have to talk about guarantorship and issues to do with debt and debt recovery. You know, somebody is pushing us very hard, and so we also have to push very hard. Yeah. When we lend out money, the expectation is that this money should be paid. So when the money is not paid within the required time, then we have our regulator. The regulator will say that this money that has not been paid now is impaired. So can you take it out of your system? And the only way to take it out of the system is through what we call the P&L for accountants. And when you take it out through the system, through that place, then it means if member X did not pay their loan, then all the over 10,000 members of Ushuru takes responsibility for that loan that was not paid. All right? So that puts a lot of pressure on us. We now have to follow this member X together with all the things that he came with so that we can ensure this money is paid. And what we do is that we look for him. We try and all the means that we can to look for him. If we are not able to get him, we will assign some other people to look for him, and these are the debt collectors. If the debt collectors are not able to get them, we look for the security. And when now the issue of the security comes in now, we talk about two types of security. The first one is the guarantor, which is the one that is popularly used. And the next one is the alternative collateral, the logbooks of the vehicles that have been talked about here, the title deeds and all that. So now when we look for the security, we land on the guarantor, and we have a lot of problems. Sometimes we even end up in those areas of arbitration, the tribunal and the rest. Sometimes members call me and tell me, we know this person is working here, why is he not paying? Yeah. Then now when we try to write to that employer, they say, why have you disclosed my financial records to somebody who was not party to this contract? Now another law comes in called what? Data protection, right? And as that one comes in, we also have the SACCO regulations under Regulation 38. Very strict on how we should be able to handle those people who are not paying our loans. So we are trying our best, ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching us here. Please help us to make this work better. If you know somebody somewhere we can get them, you can give us that lead. We will use other channels, even if we are not allowed to write. We will use other channels, and we'll be able to deal with that. Allow me to stop there for the debt collection, not for my presentation, Chair. I'm sorry. Yeah. talk very briefly about, I'm sorry, about nomination and beneficiary. This is critical. For those of us who are employed, I know you have, I don't know whether my treasurer is here today. Yeah, I know you have your pensions also. And I know they also walk around and talk to you about some of these things. This is very critical, very, very critical, that for whatever transactions that you are, whatever savings that you have put with us, please nominate a beneficiary. It's important. One, it is legal. Two, so that we don't have any issues in case in the unlikely event that something bad happens. We have made this very easy. You can be able to do this through the USSD, the *688#. You can be able to do that. You can visit our portal. You can be able to do that update. Complaints, again, that is an area that I must also look at. I'm always at the very tail end of the complaints. And normally, when complaints reach my desk, then I get to know that this is a very serious issue. Yeah. So I have decided also to walk us through just a little bit on what we are supposed to do. You know, a lot of us, or some of us, when you have a small issue, you look for a chairman. Yeah. The chairman may not even know that you have submitted your document to the office, right? So let chairman be your last resort, because we have a very comprehensive and robust complaints resolution process in the office. So lodge your complaint, we will record that complaint, assign it to the responsible persons, give feedback on what has happened, and offer a resolution. That is the 5 steps that we take in handling complaints. And it's not something that I've just stayed there a little bit. It's not something that I've just put here. Right now, what we do, and I think the fruits we have been able to see, as I will explain to you as we proceed. Every month when I do my board paper to the board of directors, I have to tell them how many complaints did you receive, how many did you resolve, and how many are pending. I have to tell them and why they are pending. So I think I want to leave that one there. We are trying our best to ensure that that works the way it's supposed to work. So the next one is the numbers. One of my directors told me yesterday that I'll not be able to see the screen. Director, I can confirm I can't see it. And I'm seriously struggling where I am, but I think I have a backup. So I'll be able to do my best. You can be able to see the numbers there. If we do all these things and we don't give you the numbers, then we will not have communicated to you. So you can see what we have in terms of membership. We are at 10,454. And for us, that is huge. When we did our strategic plan in 2017, we said that at the end of the tenure of that strategic plan, we shall have surpassed 10,000 members. So, Chairman, I'm so happy that we were able to do this before the end of the tenure of that strategic plan. The next number that we have is the total assets. Again, when we did our strategic plan, we said that at the end of the strategic plan, we should have hit 10 billion in terms of total assets. We are racing very fast towards that. Last year we were at 7. 2024 we were at 7. Last year we were at 8.6 billion. Right now, as we speak, we are seriously racing towards 9. And hopefully, Chairman, next year we shall have delivered the 10 billion that we promised. Our member deposits at 6.4 billion, loan portfolio 6.03 billion. And for the very first time, our total revenue surpassed the 10 billion mark for the very first time. Sorry, I'm sorry, for the 1 billion, the 1 billion mark. So, Chair, my tenure in Ushuru has been a tenure of milestones. Yeah, I remember when we hit our first 1 billion in total assets. It was a celebration. We are now doing 1 billion total revenue. I think that's a big thing for us. So I think those are numbers that I needed to appreciate. And of course, accompanied by the financial strength part of it, capital adequacy, liquidity ratio. This also pushes us very hard, but we try our best to ensure that in everything that we do financially, the business remains sustainable. There were also some numbers in as far as the FOSA is concerned. I think we should have them. FOSA has picked up, and that is the business that makes us to be called a deposit taking, a SACCO. I cannot see it. Is that FOSA? The next slide. Yes, that one. So salary accounts, Pamela talked about it. We have slightly over 1,000 members. We are not doing very well. I think we need to do better there so that we can be able to get all these goodies that Pamela took her time to explain to us. We cannot have them if we are not patronizing that activity. Of course, there is also a lot of its contribution to our loan book and the revenue and benefits. For the retirees, we have been having a lot of questions around what are we doing with the retirees. We were able also to strike a breakthrough in this, and right now our retirees are also comfortably able to patronize our FOSA and be able to benefit from those products. We can move to the next slide. So challenges, I think the major one, I've talked about it briefly, and it's been so much on our mobile banking, instability and all that. We have been able to do quite a lot around that area. Yeah, like alternative USSDs, having adequate backups and all that. So I think that goes with what I've been able to say earlier. We can go on to the next slide. But globally, some of the other challenges, of course, that we face, others, I don't know, but some of them get interesting, huh? Yeah, like the Strait of Hormuz, huh? Isn't it? Yeah, that that we did not do well because the strait was closed. Huh? Yeah, I've not put that one. Huh? I've put the ones that I think are relevant to us. Of course, we've had quite a lot of political activity within our country. It does affect business generally, but we are happy to report that because our business is largely employer-based, we have not been so much affected. Regulations and compliance, quite huge, a huge challenge. As the cooperative officer was talking here, he was talking about an assurance that a bill will be passed into a law. Yeah, when that bill is passed into a law, you have to reorganize everything that you are doing. Yeah, you have to sit down, reorganize your business, and align to that law that has been passed. So we are there, we are ready. I think we will be able to take it, Mr. Njoroge, when it comes. Risk and risk management, I think a very critical area, particularly for our members who are listening. And when I was doing my introduction, there's the person I introduced last. Yeah, that is the last line of defense for us. the internal audit. And we have come up with a very robust risk management policy, risk management framework. And so we want to give an assurance that we are doing our business in accordance with what is expected of us. Of course, continuously we experience resource gaps, the human resource, because our finances are limited, but we try to balance with what we have. Chair, did my 10 minutes end? I'm almost on the runway. I'm almost there. Yeah. So, so let me take you through some of the key achievements that we've had. Of course, we have seen the membership growth. I've talked about the asset growth, the 1 billion mark in revenue. Asset financing, Pamela talked about that. Insurance agency, I think Pamela did, and also Chairman did. Performance recognitions, Chairman did. Kidogo. Ulifanya kidogo, Chairman. I think I'll do it a little bit more than you did. Just ensuring the security of our data and whatever we are transacting with members, we did that. And of course, I've talked about the risk management framework. So now in terms of performance and those awards that Chair talked about, I think that is, no, it's not in that medal, it's in the other one. That was just to prepare us that something is coming. So just go to the next, yes. So that is what we were able to get. I think this activity is coming less than a week since the International Cooperatives Day, which we celebrate locally here as Ushirika, was done last weekend. And I think we tried our best, isn't it? Yeah? Are we allowed to clap, Chairman, for ourselves? I think we can be able to clap for ourselves for those achievements that we were able to get. You can see there, member management, and we joked about this after this trophy, yeah? Because, you know, when that complaint comes, this is the worst institution that ever exists, yeah? Right? But now I take it very positively, because when it comes, and I encourage that they come, that it helps you to improve internally, right? So through those issues that keep coming and us putting in place how to resolve them, you can see in terms of member management, we took position 1. Don't move, please. We are still there, yeah? Then best performing SACCO, yeah? Position 2. Yeah. Best in credit management, Chair credit. Please, you can take a bow so that Chair credit, the Secretary credit is here, together with the head of credit, who is Pamela, who spoke very well here about some of these products. I don't know where Wycliffe is. Wycliffe, you could come over so that you just wave to this trophy, please. Where are you? Go up. Come over, please. Yeah? Best in technology management. I think in the studios, I normally see them asking, which camera do I look at? I don't know which one. Where is it? Which one? You can wave so that he was able to deliver that trophy of best in technology optimization, position 3. Deposit management, and deposits is the money that members save. Yeah, we were also able to get a trophy there, position 3. Most efficient SACCO, and in efficiency they look at your processes, they look at your expenditure, your revenue optimization, and so many things. Number 3. So those are some of the accolades that we were able to achieve at the International Cooperatives Day. So I think now, just to wind up, you can skip that next slide and go to the other one. I think some of this, I think the chairman has talked about them in his opening remarks. some of the strategic initiatives that we are looking at in 2026, like lowering the share capital. It was 30,000. I liked it when it was 30,000. I liked it. You know why? Because of the dividends that used to come at the end. But you see now, members said that we cannot all afford this, so we were able to reduce it to 10,000. This was a resolution of the last general meeting. Insurance agency, something that is coming up, I think, that has been talked about. And continuous product engineering, which Pamela really took us through, and we saw what we are doing as far as our products are concerned. Looking ahead, Esther, where are you? You could come and also look at some camera here. I don't know where. Is the one of the opportunities that we have. And your partner, where are they? Just come this way. Where's Doreen? Oh. So I don't know which camera Esther should look at. She is going out. Right. We had Michael, and Michael did a good job for us, for those who interacted with him. That social media platform, I think one of his biggest fans was Adija. She is here. I always follow behind the tents. Huh? Yeah. So Michael got a green opportunity elsewhere, and we had to move very quickly. I think for some time you noticed that platform was a bit quiet, right? And so many other things. So the board said that now let us look at that function entirely. So that function of business development, which we are trying to improve. And we tried to fish for the best that we could be able to get. So we were able to get Esther here. Esther, I think there's a camera there for you. Yeah? Because there are so many people who are looking at this, who are not in this room. They put a face to her. She will be in charge of outreach, marketing, business development, just ensuring that our business grows. And she will be ably assisted by Doreen here. Those are the two team members who will be driving that function. Thank you so much. You may sit. Okay, some of the other issues that we are having in the pipeline, of course, to sort out that rampant issue of Usiku, yeah. We have come up with the need to to ensure that we are able to see what our network is communicating, you know, through dashboards and those kind of things. We have not done it yet, but it's something that our team members are working on so that we have a robust network monitoring system. Because now we are digital, we are online, and our members are 99.9 transacting digitally. We need to ensure that this works. And Chair has assured us that this is going to work. New products, I think Vice Chair talked about this, Maisha Mufti, Sharia, Insurance Agency. He emphasized a lot on mortgage. KMRC, yes, yeah. So we looked at it. I think at some point they even updated our badge on their portal. So if you looked at their partners flying down there, you will see us flying. But when we scrutinized that document, we said, wait a minute, let's look at it a little bit, because it had quite a bit of issues. I think as Chair has explained, yeah, you know, we use our funds to loan, okay? Then they fund us on a reimbursement interest margin of 1%. They were lending to us at, is it 8? And they don't want us to go beyond 9, is it? Yes. So that leaves us with a thin margin of 1%. How is this going to cover the costs related to that activity? We had to look at that. Yeah, so we put a break. Yeah, and I think so many other we found some things that we needed to scrutinize a little bit deeply before we roll out that thing. The product to the to members. Of course, I don't know Daisy. Daisy is around. Kuja salimia members, please. And you know Daisy comes from she has running genes. I know she can come running. Daisy, come in, please. Yeah, we brought in Daisy. Yeah, you can just look there. And we had been having a lot of problems with our records, and we also did the same thing that we did. She has done an extremely wonderful work as far as just ensuring that our records are in shape. So thank you so much, Daisy, for that good job. Yeah. Then issues now to do with CRB is a requirement, and we have been having also concerns being raised on why we put, we list, and you see, we are required to list the good and the bad, isn't it, Pam? We are required to share good information and bad information. So it becomes unfortunate if what we share about you is bad. Yeah? Right? It comes as stray bullet. Yeah? But it also prompts you to ensure that it's done well. Okay? So we have also been trying to ensure that that process is seamless. Of course, we have talked about those others, the hub and spoke. Esther and team now will be able to roll down with them very well. Chair, I don't know whether somebody will come to talk about resolutions so that I skip this. If we can be able to consume from the text those resolutions that were passed at the last delegates meeting by our members. Quite a number of them, but I just picked the highlights, like our returns, which have been very, consistent and what I call sustainable returns on interest on deposits and dividends, 10.4% and 15% respectively. The resolution to start the insurance agency, the resolution to lower the minimum share capital to 10,000. Now, having said all this, what is our role? Having said all those things that I've been saying, what is our role? In the next slide. Yes. So let us recap that we have introduced relationship management. Let's engage them. Let us use the FOSA for salary processing. Let us use those very many channels that we have been able to give you, the USSD, the app, the portal. Let's use them, the Visa cards, so that you can be able to maximize the service that you are able to get from us. Keep the beneficiary records up to date, and practice responsible borrowing and guarantee, so that guarantors, don't complain because of you, and embrace our new digital tools that we have been able to talk about. Next slide. So, if you want to reach us, please, we have been able to put our contacts. I've given you a very comprehensive complaints, and let me also add their compliments channel. Yeah. So if you have them, use email, use telephone. We are trying to improve on our telephone system so that when you call, the system takes you to the person who should be able to give you service. It's still work in progress, but I think we have done a lot as far as that area is concerned, and also make use of our social media handles positively. So, ladies and gentlemen, with those few remarks, I think I have landed. Asante san. Thank you.
Thank you very much, CEO. As a passenger in this jet, I must say, you land smoothly. And those who do frequent flying, they understand the comfort of landing smoothly. Thank you very much. I must salute our members online. Consistently, we've had over 600, Chairman. And now we've reached a point where we want to do Q&A. We have a number of questions we received online, and we want to take this opportunity so that we can be able to address a few questions that have come. And because of time, I don't think we'll be able to handle everything. You'll see what we can be able to handle, but we will, of course, give responses even as we proceed. I'm also told we are responding actively, so we'll only be able to address what has not been answered by our panelists. Thank you very much. Karibu, Director Clements.
Ushuru Hoe. I know you've been seated for quite a long time, so maybe you can just stand up, stretch a bit, and then do the Q&A. Amsala uko sawa? Yeah, please. Sawa. I think that's good enough. So we'll go straight to our questions, and I'll call upon the Secretariat, CEO, and Board of Directors to help you in responding to most of these questions. So before I go into the questions, I want to appreciate all our members online. Please, a big clap for them. We love you very much. We are because you are. And then also a special appreciation to all our delegates. They are our ambassadors on ground. Thank you very much. And finally, to all our Secretariat and Board of Directors and Supervisory Committee. Asanteni sana. So on to our questions. So question number 1. And the members in here, if you also have questions, please can we have the extra mic going around so that we get to hear what they want to ask. So question number 1, having a good number of retirees and employees from KRA who opted to retain their membership, in view of their numbers, can they be represented by delegates from among us themselves? So this is somebody asking for a delegate position. So I will answer the ones I'm able to answer quickly. So this year we are doing a review. Remember, we just don't wake up one day and give delegate positions. In compliance to what was circulated by SASRA, since members, most SACCOs have had to transition to delegate system completely. This year we are doing a review of the delegates position for the SACCO. So we're going to be having more numbers, and this is a recommendation we will consider, and we should be able to report after the next ADM. Question number 2. What exactly is the purpose of creating a super SACCO structure? Please expand more and deeper. This question is going to be answered by our DCAO, so I'll leave it at that point. Number 3, there's grapevine that government intends to review the SACCO's legal framework by introducing an umbrella body to oversee functions of SACCOs. Is it that the introducing another administrative laws which will affect members' profits? I see clarification. So I don't think they're going to affect their members' profits, but this one as well is going to be answered by our cooperative representative. Number 4, please iron out the issue on per diem payments, payment advice within KRA members. have to visit the office. So I'm reading the questions as they are. So I guess this member is just expressing their challenges with processing per diem payments. So it's a common problem and we are working around it. Of course, we've had challenges before, but we are looking into it because it has affected most of our members. But maybe in the meantime, even before we get a solution, mumesikia hapa leo tuko na account management, sindio? How many of us here know their account managers? Anyone who knows the account manager? So I'm seeing Lillian, Delegate Lillian, and also Chair. Personally, I don't even know my account manager. So I'm going to give you two numbers that you guys should call to find out who your account manager is. And should you have any other query, maybe from another member, you should be able to inquire from these two staff members who their account managers are. Cindio? So the first number is our BDO's number. It's 0711-501-649. It's a personal number, so please call after within the working hours. So it's 0711-501-649. Her name is Esther. Esther, if people can see you, I don't know where she's disappeared to. Okay. Hii ingine ni ya Wycliffe. Munaijua na watu na Wycliffe, we appreciate you. I know he's one person you'd call even at 8 at night and he would still help you. His number is 0723-495027. But just out of respect, please, if it's possible, let's talk to them within the working hours. We also have the normal Ushuru line, which is what we prefer you use first. And then in the event that you've not been assisted, then you can go ahead and call these other numbers. So I'll ask somebody to give us that number. Number ya Ushuru, ile ya kawaida. Please read it out, Arati. Thank you. 020 760 8700. Please come back again. 020 760 8700. Si hapo tuko sawa? So kila mtu ajue account manager wake, and our commitment to you members is that we will be there to serve you. You gave us these positions and we have no other option other than serving you. The other question was from John Gadadwa. It's about the Super SACCO. That's a repetition. The other one was from Eli Mutai. Please revise down tariffs for withdrawals are very high in mobile banking. Somebody to help me with that, directors?
Thank you. And Wycliffe, can we also get another mic? It's a review we shall consider. And also as we engage with our partners like Cooperative Bank, they've promised once we start flowing a lot of transactions in those channels, they can be able to reconsider, we do a renegotiation. Because there is a percentage they charge us, and if they see our numbers are good, they can be able to reconsider to reduce their what they take from that transaction. So it also goes back to the issue of our participation. If we participate more and we generate good transactional data, we can be able to utilize that to do a negotiation. Thank you.
Asante sana NVC. So the other question was on the RMF. So somebody asks, why was RMF increased to 500 and why is it not refundable? Wow. So previously, those of you who have been around for a while, the RMF was mainly, it used to cater for two things, for loans below 500, and also at the point where that unfortunate thing happens to maybe you as a member, your spouse, or even your child, it would give you something, but it was very minimal. So we sat together with the delegates who are in here and those who are also online, and we just tried to see how can we make this better. Because what's the point of you removing 300 shillings, and when you lose your loved one, we give you 20,000. Inakusaidia kweli? Haikusaidii. So we thought, how can we make this better? So the only way for us to be able to pay for that premium was for us to raise that money a bit from 300 to 200 shillings. And it caters for members. In the event that you lose, the member themselves passes on, the spouse, the children, and now also the parents. So it's more benefits, and it's 100,000 per payout. And then also, we're also looking into maybe a better arrangement where we'll also be able to cover parents-in-law somehow. So it was mainly done to give us more benefits. I think I have tackled like all the questions from online. Or there's somebody who's also asking, why can't we consider having an office within the CBD? I'll ask Chair to answer that.
Thank you very much, Madam Huda. I think for those of us who have been around for long, I can give the history. We started with a situation where we were housed in Forotha House for 50 years. And we were under the umbrella of either Ministry of Finance, then finally KRA. And finally, we had to say, we have 50 years SACCO, we moved to our own place. That's ni mzuri. Because at least with that, we were able to, even right now, we are getting rent close to around 20 million. That was income that wasn't there. What was our worry at that time? That our members will not be able to access us, because they used to walk from town to Forotha. But we have members who come to the office, currently very rare. Why? Because of technology. We have enabled you to link with us at any time, unless there are very unique situations that will require you to come to the office. Even as the chairman, I hardly come here because I can transact from my desk. So what you are saying is that physical offices, unless we have shortage in terms of how you want to transact, either bring a letter or something, but we have delegates all over. So let's use the delegates that are around you to be able to serve you for any purpose. If they are not, we are still also around as the board, because the board of Ushuru SACCO all sits in Nairobi. They're not sitting outside. So we should be able to serve you at any time. And there was even that request to say, why don't we open other branches? But we looked at that feasibility, and you see, right now we are under the ambit of SASRA. SASRA says if you are opening an office, then you have to register that office and pay yearly for that office. But they really discourage branches being cost areas, cost centers. So ours is to say, unless there is a unique challenge that we are not seeing, you can bring it out and we see whether that is viable. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, National Chairman. So the other question was from one of our diaspora members, and a shout out to her. She says she's got issues with the OTP. The OTPs are not OTPing from her end. Wycliffe, you want to speak to that? We're almost done.
Thank you for that question. We are actually currently looking into ways that you can receive the OTP. One is through the phone. And of late, you have realized that we have been having issues with OTPs. And one of the key reasons is from the Safaricom provider. But again, we are going to, we are liaising with the vendors to ensure that we have smooth sending of OTPs. Thank you.
Asante sana, Wycliffe. So I'll take the last two. One is going to be handled by the CEO, and then we go to Mr. Njoroge. So, William, somebody is asking, can we allow existing members to reduce the share capital from 30 to the 10,000? Yeah, William, please answer.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Director. Well, it's a difficult one, but you know that issues to do with capital is a regulated area. So capital reduction is something that we cannot just do like that, being a regulated area. However, what we can be able to do is we can allow the member to transfer across. Okay, what may not happen is movement of cash outside the institution. I think that helps, isn't it? Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay. Just pass it to him so that he responds to the question on the Super SACCO. Yeah, as I look into the other one. So somebody asked, what is the purpose of creating a Super SACCO structure? Please explain more and deeper.
Thank you, member, for that. However, in the bill, I have not come across a Super SACCO. Because what is there in the bill, as I had indicated, is in the Cooperative Societies Act amendment, the consideration is an apex body, not a Super SACCO. Just it considers that at any given time there will be one apex body that will be championing the issues of cooperatives. The same way that we have like Cusco considering the issues of cooperatives, you also have the CAK. So it is being considered that there will be only one apex organization to champion the issues relating to cooperatives nationally and internationally. So cooperatives will be required only to subscribe in terms of being members of that organization, but not that it will have a control of members' funds. So that is the only consideration and what we have in the amendment bill of the Cooperative Societies Act. But for the SACCO Societies Act, what we have is what I had considered the secondary society or a secondary cooperative society that will be formed by willing cooperatives. 30 or more cooperatives are the ones who can come together willingly to form that secondary cooperative society. So those are the only two cooperatives that are in the bills, but we don't have the Super SACCO, or they are not coming to control the funds of the society. Thank you.
Asante sana, Mr. Njoroge. So I believe, John, you've been responded to. So the other question, while at it, Mr. Njoroge, another member asks, this grapevine that government intends to review the SACCO's legal framework by introducing an umbrella body, okay, same thing, to oversee functions of SACCOs. Is it the introducing another administrative law? So I guess this has been responded to as well. And what we are saying is that, number one, it ain't mandatory. It's a secondary SACCO, but for members who are willing. And we won't have any loss of, they will not have control over our funds. So I think that is well answered. And then there was another question by Madam Rita Susan, just on the legal framework as well. So Rita asks, what is the government doing to help with management of defaulters?
For the defaulters, I believe in cooperatives, you have the cooperative tribunal. If there are disputes between members, amongst members and cooperatives, that is the avenue that the government have provided.
Asante sana, Bwana Njoroge. Okay, so somebody says this is a proposal for capital share, it's share capital. Can we introduce pole top up if one cannot have or obtain the 35,000 at once. Also, I think what this member is basically asking, is there an avenue for Lipa Pole Pole to attain the minimum share capital? And yes, it's there. You can pay even as low as 100 bob per day or even per month for as long as you get there. The only challenge is that if you want a loan, you must have attained the minimum for you to qualify for that loan. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take the questions in here because we have so far been responding to the questions online. So if there's anyone with a question, recommendation, please feel free.
Let me just give you just a tip of why share capital is important for you to maintain it at 30,000 and beyond. You can imagine today if you had 100,000, how much would you earn at the end of the year? It's in 15,000. Suppose we increase it to 17%, what will happen? Yeah? Now, and we have not closed that window. We are not required, as a SACCO, we are required not one person to have more than 5% of the holding of the SACCO. Hatujafika huko. Hata ukikuja una milioni yako 10 na unataka kuweka kwa asset kwa share capital, sitakupatia hiyo, sio? And you get your over 15 million or 1.5 million every year. This is an avenue for you. Don't restrict yourself with 10,000. Please, let's put more share capital. You have a window. Sikule izafika tunafunga, tunasema usiongeze. That will be a different moment that we'll be discussing that matter. For now, it's still open. Thank you very much.
Asante, Chairman. So we'll take the questions from members in here. And our first one is from Lilian Mtunga, Delegate JKIA.
Thank you. My question is on Maisha Mufti. Maisha Mufti, you've said you can give more funds to somebody who wants to invest commercially. Now, that area of investing commercially, especially on matters to do with buildings, I know as board, because most of you I know, and you are accountants, and you are investors, there are areas, maybe for example, you find somebody has built a commercial entity in an area that is not growing. And it will tie that money. And remember, the security is the building. One of the reasons why we had UIC is to mitigate that risk. I hope, and I just hope, before maybe you give somebody 100 million, that person is going to do a commercial building or something, an investment that is viable. Because we've seen even in villages, mtu amejenga gorofa tu, na iko tu, haina mtu. You know, it will be so unfortunate to tell members their dividends are tied in a certain building in a village. Because nowadays, people are very, what do I call it? They are very ambitious. Anakata shamba tu, uko ndani matu, anasema ni plot. So, my concern though, number two is just I recommend about, I think the issue of the products for motor vehicles, they are very nice. And we have these new Ushuru members that really need to spin. I think you need to set a day and our representative, when he was representing, he was not hitting where we want to be hit. Kama hiyo gari alituonyesha.
Come back again. Lillian, please just reshoot your question. Shoot.
Yeah, the first one I've concluded.
Yeah. The second one.
The second one was about the cars. I know most of the guys that are kama wale wako Kesra sahi, wale wameingia, they want to spin, and the truth is that they are buying cars. It is a market, yes. But you see, I feel like the information is choked. You need to set another education or something, an expo, so that you harvest them. Why? It's not that they are not buying, they are buying. But even when the presentation was being done, we saw that nice car, but it didn't hit where we wanted, the price tag. Somebody would want to have a kahalto, kakimpeleka job, kanamtafutia shilingi 2. Hajatuambia. So we need, I think that area of, especially that area of speeding, we need to have an education of our members, because someone would like even to do a Uber and use the car at the same time. Ikimdrop job, inaenda kutafuta pesa. It's a good market. I can really assure you. Thank you.
Asante sana, Lillian. Any other person? Please, Madam Senelwa.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Janet.
Mine is just maybe to make a tie to what she has talked about. Mentioned something about risking on someone who is building in a village. But I will say that this is a very good product if actually proper legal measures are put in place, especially when you are taking a house, you are buying a house, it must be in a commercial area. Or if you are constructing a building, it must be tied in a commercial area. We've done it in our place of work. We've been giving people loans, but first, the condition is when valuation is being done, the valuers must come and check whether the house is being done in a commercial area or in a village. If it is in urban, we call it urban and peri-urban. If it is in urban, it is given a nod. And you can also benchmark with the HFC. They finance people who are doing houses in commercial areas. Then they partner with the person who is building. They take half, and this person takes a half. So there's too much on this product. It's a fertile ground for Ushuru to grow, and let's make use of it.
Okay, so allow me to take those first, then we can continue. So to Lillian and Janet, thank you very much for your suggestions, recommendations, and like I said, we can't do this alone. We need all of you for us to be successful. So currently as it is, even on our asset financing, or even if you want to use your piece of land like a guarantorship, we just don't take any piece of land. We look at what is commercially viable. So that is our first point of entrance. And what she has said is that, we just don't, for SASRA to even approve a product, we look at all those things. So they take us through the processes, the due diligences, So trust me, if we have to issue any loan for these products, we would follow the right channels, we would do the right diligence, the due diligence, and we cannot do anything that is likely to put our members in trouble. But that said and done, we take in your suggestions, your recommendations, and we will implement them. Being a credit committee member, I give you our commitment. And then also, like what Janet said, she's a member from the National Housing Corporation. Janet, maybe if you can just stand up for people to see you. So we will also be reaching out to these financial institutions that have the muscle, and I'm sure NHC is on our radar. So we will do this together, and we believe that we're going to be successful, because we have really, really toiled with this idea for the longest, but I think it's time for it to now just take effect. And then on to the expo. I like your idea, Lillian, and yeah, I think it's a suggestion we can pursue. So let's take it, allow us to take it as a recommendation. We'll go work on it. And what I hear from you is that you want us to showcase what we have. Yes, we speak about it, but people don't really know exactly what we have to offer. We need to be more visible, and not just visible through flyers and the social media, but like physical expos and stuff. That's something we can look at. Any other person? It could be a question, a recommendation. So I'm being told that our time is over, but I'll chair NVC. You know, it's Education Day. Allow me to just take in a few questions, and then maybe we can call it.
Mine is a clarification
Uh-huh.
on RMF.
Yep.
You talked about the benefit being to the spouse, and the children.
And parents.
And parents.
Mm.
Maybe is this information? I'm not sure. Is this information available in the website? Then, can you clarify on the process of claiming the benefit? If it is not in the website, could it also be included as part of the information?
Okay. Anyone who wants to speak to it? Caro? Mr. RMF. Just a minute.
Good evening, members. As the director had correctly put it, it's an enhancement that the society is doing. So one of the first things that we are going to do is for the members to update their records in terms of the dependents. But this is the latest information that is coming with the renewal of the loan guard that we have just engaged. So we shall deliver that information when time comes. Thank you.
Asante, Edward. So one more question, and then we tumalize mkutano, si ndio?
It was okay. For me, there was a sentence that members are not improving on loan taking. But my proposal will be, we have sold a lot of plots to members in Kisumu, members in Mombasa, and Mtwapa. What I will propose for the SACCO to do is to partner with construction industries, like people who we can partner in terms of blocks, in terms of cement. Then we can see how can this member turn their lands into value addition instead of having just bare lands for many years, because maybe they just have little for construction, they need support. Thank you.
Thank you, Hadija, for that idea. Thank you very much. It's a proposal we'll look at. Asante sana. Joyce?
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Joyce. I'm a member. My question is on debt recovery, guarantorship and debt recovery. I've been a victim because sometimes you may not know when someone is going to be sacked. So you find maybe you have guaranteed 2 or 3 people and then they are sacked. What is the SACCO going to do about that? Because there's no way you can refuse to guarantee one another because amongst yourself.
Okay.
Maybe they can look into that before that person is cleared so that we can recover that.
Okay, thank you, Joyce, for that question. But maybe what I'd like to say is that the same way you don't know when somebody is going to be sacked, it's the same way we also don't know when somebody is going to be sacked. You see, and we always say in guarantorship, please, as you take up that responsibility, yes, we encourage members to guarantee one another, but as you take up that responsibility, know that by your appending a signature on that form, it means that in the event that Clemens is not able to pay her loan, I am fully and I will pay for her, you see. So we would say guarantee people that you know, number one, because it's okay. Just guarantee people that you know. Number 2, in the event that you don't want to guarantee somebody, we've made it easy for our members. If you have a piece of land somewhere, if you have a title deed somewhere, you can use that to secure your guarantorship. Let's say I have a plot in Kitengela that is worth around 5 million, and I want a loan of around 2 million. I don't need to get any guarantor for me to get my loan. I will only charge my title with a SACCO, and I can take a loan against it. And even if I need a top-up, I can still use the same title to get a loan. But on guarantorship, it's a delicate situation. We are sorry that you have suffered, but it's okay. Just next time when you're guaranteeing somebody, let it be your person, let it be somebody you can pay for without feeling that campaign. So nimeambiwa time yetu imeisha. Allow us to end it at that point. Na asanteni sana.
Thank you very much. Has it been insightful? Our members, which camera do I look at? Which camera? That one. Our members online, has it been insightful? You can, what do you call this, thumbs up? You can do a thumbs up. We are happy. We did attempt this to do virtual education, albeit with a few challenges here and there, but we can call it a success, right? Really glad we were able to pull this off. I feel informed. I don't know whether we have materials that we've shared. And the one thing I want to give credit. Now this is recorded. We'll be able to post-produce it, and we'll be able to make some small clips so that posted somewhere that does not infringe on privacy, so that members can always refresh. Today we've registered over 600, but we are more than 10,000. So the rest have gone through. So we are building our own digital library. That's what we are also doing in the process. And in future, they'll be able to learn what we did. Because SACCO started in 1979. Personally, I wasn't born. And I'm sure I'm utilizing 1970. Something. Yeah, Chairman, you are there. So we're also doing something that people, generations and generations that will come thereafter, we are documenting our story. And you know, Africans, we are told we don't document our story. So this is critical journey we've started. Personally, I will go and look again at what Bonanjoroge you said. I will go review that, what CEO said. Delivered very nice content. And I'm very, very informed from those presentations. So at this point, I want us to have a vote of thanks so that we can release our team that has been following us online. We will get a vote of thanks from the team leaders, region of choice, that's Mombasa, that's how they call themselves. Then we will have a closing prayer from Amina Yunus. Or remind me, yeah, you are the one. Yes, we'll have, so that we have a prayer from all denominations or all religions. So then thereafter, we can call it a day. But we will have a small media moment, some media interviews here. Those people who are supposed to participate, they know themselves. Pamela will be moderating that. But now that doesn't need to be aired live. Right now I really want us to do a very good salute to our members online. I don't know what media people assist us. We need to either do a salute to our, currently we have, read me the number, that's 211. I want us to really appreciate them. I don't know how we are going to do it, but they've been our heroes, and we must respect them. So we look at this camera. The lighting is not very nice. Oh, okay. Okay, can we improve the light a bit? So what we will say, I don't know, we say, how do we do it? We do makofi ya nyayo. Zile, Ushuru SACCO, huduma maradufu. Then we do ile makofi ile ine pa. Hapo ifunga. Na tufunge na tufungue. Then tuseme nini? Oye, ushuru, huduma maradu. Yeah. So these guys is for do makofi ya nyayo for you. We will do 4 for opening, 4 for kufunga, and 4 fungua. Then we will salute you with our tagline. Thank you. We start. 1, 2, 3.
Huduma maradufu. Oye. Oye. Oye.
Thank you very much. That salute for the followers online. We really appreciate you. Thank you. So, can we get a vote of thanks?
Good evening. My name is Khadija Jabir from the region of Choice, Southern Region. On behalf of the chairman of Ushuru SACCO, Mr. Kiprop, the board of directors, our sub-county cooperative officer, our CEO and Ushuru staff, our esteemed regional leaders, members, and our valued partners, World Navy, Isuzu, Kentanas, and our media team. I take this opportunity to express our heartfelt appreciation for your active participation in today's Members Education Forum. Your presence here under the inspiring theme, Resilience through Technology and Growth through Participation, is a clear testament to your commitment to our shared future. Your engagement not only motivates us to continually enhance our SACCO product, but also challenges us to ensure that you, our members, drive maximum value from every service we offer. As we reflect on today's discussion, let us remember that saving is not a cost. It is a sacrifice we make today to secure a better tomorrow. Every shilling set aside is a step towards financial freedom and collective strength. Together, through resilience and active participation, we will harness technology to drive greater growth and prosperity for all. Long live Ushuru SACCO, bila shaka ni huduma maradufu. Let us appreciate ourselves, and for the members, use the emoji and appreciate the SACCO. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Tuko na viongozi, si ndio? Thank you very much. Amina Yunus, please come. We finish with the word of prayer.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Now with me, I'll pray in Arabic. I'm very sorry. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in, Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim, sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim, ghayri al-maghdubi alayhim wa la-dhalin. Ameen.
Thank you very much. And I don't think I have powers to end a meeting when chairman is here. I would like chairman to come and conclude it for us. Thank you. For me, cheers, bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, MC Bana Maina. I think you have done a very good job. The rest is for us now to say thank you to everyone. I believe next time we call you, we should have over 1,000 members. This time we have tried, we've hit 600. Next time I'm sure we'll hit 1,000. We still have more members who need to get information. Let's share the knowledge we have gotten, the information we have, with our members who didn't have an opportunity to learn what we have learned and what we have engaged and the feedback you've given us. So mine is to wish you well for the evening, and thanks for being patient since 2 up to now. And I want to wish you well for the evening. Thank you.
This is very golden opportunity for us as Ushuru SACCO to welcome our members. We have also come to appreciate.
The live link, you can cut it now. But naona members wako pale. No, the statistics for attendees. Si nini Zoom tu uzime. Oh, wanisikizi. Oh, okay. I'm told we can take a few photos before we leave. So tuanze na staff. Aya.